Now, you guys, hopefully this phone always give me storage problems. But anyways, hopefully my phone will be charged over here in a minute. I'm going to use a highlighter here from this new palette here. Ooh, I like that. It's pretty. So he dropped him off and then back, y'all. It was, oh God. He had to though, because the road was blocked. So he had a back, and it was like we were going, he was backing off of the cliff. Do y'all understand me? And he was saying, oh, y'all, we might be down there in the cliff. I didn't take that as a joke. Like, that's something that you don't joke about. And I told him, I was like, listen, I said, oh, Lord, I hope not today. We don't need that. And he just busted out laughing. And I was serious. I was like, now, don't be driving like this. Like, that's scary as hell. And so he turned around and we got on the road. We went back down the mountain. And then we didn't pick up the ones that he dropped off at Walmart because they're going to stay there for about an hour and a half. It was an elderly lady and she elderly. It takes her a little while. So we didn't go pick up her. So we went back to the little woman that was doing her application. So when we got there, girl, let me tell y'all, we were going so fast down the road. He was driving fast the whole time. I was so uncomfortable. And I knew I couldn't say, hey, I wanted to tell him, could he slow down? But I felt like he would took it as me telling him what to do about his job. And I didn't want to strike up no argument. So I was like, okay, Sheila. I just started praying, I was like, God, please watch over me because I don't feel comfortable with this ride. We're going too fast and I don't like this. And then we were like swerving into the roads and I have an inner ear problem. That was really tough. And I was like, you know what? This is the roughest ride I have ever been in. Like, I'm serious, it was the worst. And so we was heading to the apartments where he had dropped the little woman off at. And y'all, there is a stop sign and a what you call those things, those humps that they put in the road for you to slow down and you got to just gradually go over them. Instead, he did not stop. He just looked real quick and went straight forward. Y'all, the pressure from that went to my back and the pain went from my back to my toes. I instantly felt like I was going to pass out. Excuse me for a second. I felt like I was going to pass out and I didn't have my family. I didn't have nobody. I didn't have my daughter. That was the main thing. Every time I get sick or anything, I think about my daughter because my daughter is my family. And so she wasn't on the bus with me. So I got to wondering if I was going to pass out and nobody was on the bus. Excuse me. I really got this scared. Because the pain was so severe. Because I told y'all I've had a back injury. And it's a long story behind it. It's a story that I have to tell in a courtroom. Okay? How it all occurred and what happened. But anyways, I need a matte shade, y'all. These are all shimmers. I do like this shimmer, but I need a matte green shade. So the pain instantly hit me so hard. I start leaning up against the back of the seat that's in front of me, trying to gather myself because I kind of got a little, not really wheezy, but a little bit because I have inner ear problem. But it was more like I was I was going through like a real bad, like kind of surprise panic, okay? Because it was like I was hurting really bad. And I was like by myself, okay? Even though the drivers and all that, and that man that was from New York was behind them, which is a policeman, they didn't ask me how I was doing or anything. They didn't ask me. They didn't ask me. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? These people did not ask me. And I know they saw me leaning up on the seat. I know that they saw me saying, God, help me. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, help me. Okay. So I kept doing that even up the road. When the little woman got on there, she didn't even ask if I was doing okay. She didn't even say, ma'am, are you okay? Because I know the elderly woman got choked up when she was talking. And I asked her, I said, are you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm okay. She just got the coughing a lot, you know. And I just wanted to make sure she was okay because she was talking and then she just got choked up, just badly choked up. And I asked her, was she all right? So nobody asked me, was I okay? I just kept praying and he just kept driving fast. I mean, he just went down the road fast, like going down the road, like we was in NASCAR or something. That's how he was driving. Like we were actually competing in NASCAR or something. Like we was having a competition with a car or something. Like he was driving extremely fast. And I was like, what is wrong with this man? And every time I would look at him, he would be red. He would be so red, like inflamed red. And I was like, this man is doing this shit on purpose because he was laughing too much. So when we got to the stop sign, or where we had to do the sectional area where you either turn right or left, he turned right and finally decided to take me on to the light bill place. And I told him on that road, when we got on the main road, which is Galt Avenue, when we got on at that road, I told him, I said, do you not stop at, like, were you trained to stop at that area where we went over that hump? Because my back is hurting me real bad. And he told me this. He told me, well, you sitting in the back of the bus. That's why that happened. I said, no, sir. No, sir. I said, I have rode buses ever since I was a kid, okay, in school. Rode the bus many times and sitting in the back of the bus at times. And I told him, I said, listen. I said, listen. I said, when they would see something in the road, they would stop. When there was a stop sign, they would stop. They did not go through a stop sign. And the thing is, y'all, let me back up a little bit. Before he did that, the guy that was sitting behind him, that is a police officer, he told him, said, these seats are rough back here. Before we went to that area where he just went over that stump in the road and put pressure on my back is sore right now. I took an ibuprofen, y'all, by the way. I will be going to the doctor tomorrow to check it. That man gonna mention, the man that was sitting right behind him gonna mention that those seats were really rough. That it's tough back here. He said, not up here where I'm at. He said, yeah, that's right. See, that was a hint to him. That was a hint to him. I got it loud and clear now that when it happened, I got it. Okay? And so I told him, I said, you know what? I said, y'all are trained better than this. I know y'all trained better than this. There's no way you could be driving a bus and ride the way you do. You just driving the bus like this, and you want to be mean. And I just told him, I said, that's not the way that I know that public drivers are supposed to drive. Like, you're not supposed to drive like that, because they're picking up elderly people, y'all. They're picking up people that's real sick, that can't get that don't have a car. So I know they've been trained to do better than that. They can't tell me that they have not been trained to do better than that. And I just told him, and he got quiet. He acted like he didn't like what I said. I said it anyway. I said it. I told him, and I let him know that I meant what I said. Okay? And I kept going on. I said some more things, and I'm not going to get into that. That's for another time, another day, after I see what they're going to do about it. And I told him, I said, I'm going to talk, because he was being smart about it. He was being very smart. He wasn't being professional. It's like he was told to do it, is what I'm trying to say, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I was like, you know what? I was hurting so bad. I was just telling them what I felt. So when I got to the electric company, I was in so much pain that I could barely walk. I had to bend over and get pressure off my back, because me standing up on my back, it was just hurting. It was hurting so bad. I was crying, you guys. And I don't cry, but hey, when you're in pain, you will cry. Do you understand? You will cry when you is in pain. Everybody will cry. I don't care, man or woman. You in pain, you're going to cry. I was crying so bad that when I went into the electric company, they thought you know what? I think somebody thought that I had been raped, because they asked me, what van are you in? Because I guess they thought I had caught a ride with somebody, and they might have thought somebody might have advanced on me or something. And they were very concerned. I don't know what they were thinking, but that's kind of like what I felt from them. And I told them, I said, no, I'm on the public transportation bus. And they were like stunned. They was like, what? I said, I'm on public transportation bus, and he did not stop at a stop sign, and my back is hurting right now. I'm in so much pain. And she tried to hurry up and get done. I told her, I said, I just need to go and sit down for a little bit, get off my back, or get this pressure off my back. And she was like, honey, I understand. Let's hurry up and do this. So they did it. They got the transaction. The transaction went through. Everything went through. And then I told him before I got out of the public transportation bus, I said, you better not go nowhere. I told him, I said, you better not go nowhere. Because I know I needed to come home and relax my back. And I needed, possibly, if my car was working, I would go to the ER tonight. I feel like right now, I want to go to the ER. Like, I'm feeling pressure. My back is tight right now. And y'all, I done been to the chiropractor and stuff like that. And I was happy because the chiropractor that I went to, he really did help my back. And I don't want to go back through that. I don't want to go back through my back hurting and stuff like that. I mean, nobody would. So nobody like to go to the doctor, okay? We all know that nobody want to go to the doctor. So he had no sympathy, y'all. No sympathy whatsoever. Now, if that had been me, and I know that wouldn't have been me, because there's no way in hell I would have went through. There's no way I would have went through a stop sign, been on a public transportation bus, knowing that people are on there that's not feeling well, and plus just the safety of the citizens. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that for nothing in the world. I don't care if somebody told me to do it. I wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't know people's conditions and you don't know what could happen to a person. Some people have absolutely, not me, but there has been episodes where I've seen people go into seizures and things like that. Riding buses and stuff happens, and then they get the effects of the whole thing affects a person, and they may have a health condition, and it just intensifies. I remember going to school. There was a person that had seizures on the bus, and the bus driver was taught what to do. And it was the most scariest experience because I was very young. It was one of those experiences that I don't even like to think about. But I thought about that because, I was just like so sick and hurting that I felt like I was going to pass out. And so I thought about that bus driver with the young man that used to have the seizures on the bus, and he would know. They trained him what to do because his parents had let the school know that he, had all the documentation that he would go into seizures and stuff at any point. So sometimes he would get, too rowdy with kids, or either he would just be it would just come on him with any little thing. Any little thing would strike it up, and it would scare me. I would come home and tell Mom I was scared and all of that, because Mom said, well, he can't help it, baby. You just, he has a health condition or whatever, and, just try to stay calm and just know that the bus driver, he knows all about it, and he'll take care of the situation. And he did. He would take care of this student every time, this person, every time he went into like this seizure. So I was telling him the same thing. I was telling this bus driver, I was like, you don't know what conditions people have on these buses. People's not going to sit down and tell you every single thing that they are experiencing. Some people will talk and talk and talk, but not everybody. Like most people get on there because we need rides and we need to get from A to B and get back home or whatnot, pay bills, get groceries, whatever. It's a public transportation bus. And not everybody's going to sit down and tell him, listen, this is what's going on with me, and I have this and I have that. That's too personal. That's your own personal business. So he didn't like it. At a point, he got to the point where he told me, do you want to get out or do you want to go home? That's what he told me. And I said, listen, I want you to take me to get my medicine, and then you take me home. And so when I got done and on the way back home, I told him a few words. I told him what I felt about him. And when I got off, he going to tell me with a funny face, with the meanest face you want to ever see, you have a good day. It's like, whatever. So I told him, I said, I'm going to call the company. I'm going to call them and tell them what you did. You did not stop at the stop sign, and you went through a very big, it's not real big, but big enough that you can feel it on the bus. A big old hump in the road that you're supposed to stop for. So when I got home, I called them, let them know. They're supposed to be getting back in contact with me about the situation. I do got to go to the doctor tomorrow. I told him, I said, I need y'all to take me to the doctor. I'm going to use this iDelph right here, liquid cream product. And so I'm supposed to be going, oh, that's silver. I thought it was going to be a light gold. Okay, we're going to go on with it. So I called. And so now I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. And by the way my back I feel like it probably got, I don't know, it might have got a little worse, y'all. Maybe. I don't know. I have to find out with the doctors and see, like, I supposed to have called the doctor's office and I forgot. So when I got home, I couldn't really sit down. To me, when I was sitting down here at the house, I felt like still there was pressure, especially in the middle of my back. I still feel the pressure a little bit in the middle of my back, just a little bit. And I feel like going back outside and walk, but y'all, it's getting too late to go outside and walk. So I wish I could go to the emergency room right now. I would, but I do not have transportation right now. I won't have that till in the morning. I would go right now if I had an automobile, a working automobile. I feel like tonight's going to be a worse night. Then I have to get up and be ready early for them to take me to the doctor. So that's how the day went a little bit. And then when I got home, y'all, let me tell you how this was all set up. Okay, I found out that there was a dealio, a situation that occurred after I had made a call. Because I'm trying to get my own place, you guys. I'm tired of worrying about a roof over my head. So I'm trying to get my own place. And I want to get something that I'm going to like for many years to come. I don't want to get into something and then have to get right back out and be looking for something later. I want to get something permanent. I'm 46 years old and I want something permanent and don't have to worry about a roof over my head anymore. You know what I'm saying? I just want everything to, like, I want to get something and don't have to worry about it anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. So, basically, when I called these people, I had no idea, like, these housing authority had got some kind of something from the same This is really a coincidence. I had no idea. But they had got a letter where they had to do something pertaining to these projects. So I was like, what? When I got the news of it, I was like shocked because I did not know. I was like, what? That's a coincidence. Like, I had no idea. So then... So then all these maintenance men start coming by my window here as I'm sitting here. And they start just showing all their trucks down there. And they said that they had to do a certain amount of houses and stuff. Stuff that I've already reported. I reported this stuff like 6 months after I moved into this apartment. So it's not a coincidence with that particular person. She knows who she is. I talked to her briefly today. I didn't talk to her much. I asked for the head woman. And what happened was, y'all, I got home and I needed to walk. I felt like sitting down was making the pressure rougher on my back. Because remember, when he went over the stump on the bus, I was sitting down. So me sitting down, I feel like I got more pressure. Like now, I feel like it's getting up to my shoulder blades. Yes, I feel a little tight around my shoulder blades, and all the way to my butt bone is what I'm feeling right now. So I was like, God, like, what? And I was like, you know what? Go take your walk. Just go take a walk. Relax. Calm down. And take the walk, and the walk should maybe and possibly relieve the pain. And I noticed that as I was walking, I was starting to get a relief. I was starting to feel relief. I was like, well, I am starting to feel a little bit better, but I also could tell that there was pain. I could feel the pain, like my back was sore, but I was starting to feel better as I was walking. And I took an ibuprofen, like a high dose. I took an 850 milligram. I think that's how many milligrams that is. Let me see. I can give y'all the exact. 800 and... I think it's 800. 800 milligram of ibuprofen. So that has helped, but do I need to take another one? I feel like yes. Like right now, I'm starting to feel like I need to take another one. And y'all, I got to walking around, and I got the vlog recorded, and I was just talking about the day, basically saying the same thing I'm saying to y'all right now, just talking about what happened and why it happened and how crazy it was. And I got a call from the public transportation. I guess he's the supervisor or something. And I also talked to one of the high official female workers. And I told her what happened. I said, y'all got it taped. Y'all will see it. And so they're going to look at it, and then they're going to tell me in 2 weeks, like, what the dealio is and everything. But I told them, I said, I'm going to see the doctor just to make sure everything is okay, because I've already got an injury in my back, and I need to make sure I'm okay. I just want to make sure I didn't sprain nothing, or that disc didn't get worse and all that. And so now, basically, after I got through, while I was talking to him, the housing authority came through, which is the ones that's over these projects. They came through. And I knew it was some dirt. I said, uh-oh, Sheila, it's some dirt getting built up. Oh, yeah. When you see them all strolling through, they let me know they don't like me because I tell the truth. And what they did to me over here in this apartment, I say it over and over. So what they did is they schemed up a scheme today, y'all. They put up a scheme. So while I was walking, now remember, I've been walking now for about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I've been taking my garbage to the dumpster because the car's not working. And how am I going to get the garbage down there? I got to get it down there some kind of way, right? Yeah. Can't let it build up or it's going to stink in the house. So, and then when I started walking, I realized, Sheila, this feels good. Like, it's starting to feel good. My legs looked amazing in my video, and walking is good for your heart valves, your veins, all of that stuff. So I was like, girl, you need to just continue doing this like you have done before. And yeah, keep going with it. Like, do it when you can. Every day I'm not going to be able to do it, but as I can, I will. So they knew that most than likely I would do my walk because it was a beautiful day today. But then again, they might have thought I wasn't going to do my walk because what had happened on that bus. But I felt like when I was walking, I felt like I got a relief of pain. Like, that's what I felt like. The pain was kind of subsiding a little bit where it wasn't too bad. But when I came inside the house, I felt like me sitting down. It felt like I felt that same. I could feel the pressure of that bus when it hit those big old things in the road. So I was like, you know what? I said, I'm just going to have to go outside and walk around, and maybe I won't feel this feeling anymore, because I kept feeling that. and it didn't feel good. I ate me a little bit of lunch, and my daughter bought me some lunch and bought her some lunch, and I ate it, and then I went out there and just walked around to get some pressure off of my back. So while I was out there, the maintenance people was all out there. Yes, they were nosy. They was watching me, and I knew something was set up because I heard one of the maintenance men was saying something about the incident. He literally said it, y'all. He literally said something, and I'm not going to repeat what he said, but he said something concerning the incident. And one was over there saying, I think I heard one said, that's what you get for. That's what you get. I think that's what he said. That's what you get. And then one started laughing. So I was like, okay, words don't bother me. You can say whatever you want. Long as you don't touch me, you can say whatever you want. And so, see, I tell the truth. That's why people hate me so much, because I tell the truth. I tell people the way it is, and sometimes, when you're a type of person that's like that, you get a lot of haters because people want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. Now, for me, I want to know the truth. Even if it's terrible, I've always been that way. I've always wanted to know the truth. I don't like all that, just give me what I want to hear and all that. I want to know the truth, even if it fucking hurts, even if it breaks me and I'm crying or whatever, just give me the fucking truth. That's how I am. So it don't bother me when people let me know how they feel about me. I like it. At least I know. Yes, I like to know. At least I know who's real and who's fake. So